Well, you know the deal. First things first, what is up, YouTube? Man, it's so good to be back. It's crazy. Like, it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years since I've released my last video. And I was kind of nervous and skeptical to come back to this and keep doing it. But like, so much has happened in the 2 years that that was the whole purpose of the original videos, and I just never got around to it because track contracts, injuries, relationships, just life. This is like my second spot in 2 years where I'm living at. Just a lot has happened, a lot of good things, not so much bad things, but a lot of things, mostly good, obviously. But that's kind of what I'm here to talk about. Obviously the thumbnail, we'll get to that, but there's just so much that has happened with the past 2 years, and I just kind of want to get it all off my chest and just come back to YouTube and talk more about contracts, professionalism, track meets, just everything that was supposed to happen the first time. I just got caught up in so much stuff, so I apologize. So yeah, for the people who don't know me, my name is Cooper Bibbs. I'm a professional sprinter for USA, and I run the 100 200 meter. So let's get into it. I don't even know where to start. There's just literally, when I say so much has happened, and I could go on and on, but I'm gonna just kind of start fresh, and you can kind of start from where I left off around October, November of 23, going into 24 Olympic year. I just got caught up, and I just the camera guy, I just couldn't, our schedules didn't really meet, so I couldn't really make content. And then we were bouncing tracks, so we didn't really have a set track during that time, so training was a little weird. But obviously the season went well. But going into the actual season after base, where we completed, where I left off the last video, we had a time trial, 300 time trial in January. I ended up running 32 8 329 33 flat, something like that. I can't really remember, it's been a while. And that put me in a really good position. I had a lot of confidence going into the season after that. I then opened up my first meet at RCC Invite early March, I believe, March 8th. And that's kind of where all the momentum and everything just kind of strided out from there, literally from the RCC meet. I opened up with 10:12, and that was a PR, and opening up 10:12 was huge for me, and it was huge for the season, and it was everything that I wanted at that time. And it was great, but it felt so easy. I can remember, because I remember that race vividly, that I ran that 10:12, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got so much left in the tank. I just opened up in early March 10:12, and I think my fastest opened up the year prior was 10:22. So that was just huge for me. And then after that, I ended up training at Santa Ana College with Elias Garcia. We just ended up using that regimen and just training there, just us two. And there was no particular reason, really. Coach JB was at USC at the time, and there was just a lot of rules and regulations, just being able to practice there. I did end up practicing at USC for about a year and a half, but I'll get into that later. But during that time, everybody within our group, we weren't allowed to SC, so we were just kind of choosing our own spots to train at, which is crazy because I had so much success just going out there at Santa Ana and just just me and Elias just doing our own thing, and get the workouts and just do them. We always do what we need to do, and we've always done the work and put in the work. Not too far after, around the end of March, I ran at my alma mater, San Diego Mesa, where I went to JUCO before I transferred to Fullerton. I ran my first 200 since West Regionals in 2022. So about 2 years, that was my first 200, and I ran at San Diego Mesa, and I opened up 2040 with a 3 headwind. So that was a huge eye-opener for me. I broke the meet record. I won a t-shirt. It was a great meet, and it's my confidence was building. I'm at damn near all-time high I'm doing amazing. My first 2 meets back to back, you know. I'm like due for a really good season, and I know that. And like everything's coming together. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get an agent. I'm gonna get a contract. Like, I'm so close. Like, if I can run 20, 30, 20, 40 with a 3 headwind, like I can run 20 point low, like right then and there, right now. And that means I can run 10-0. I can run 10-1. That even though I opened up 10-1, but I can do that consistently. Like, I'm in shape. I'm strong. I have the endurance. Like, you know, everything's just coming together. And it was at that time. So, or it still is now. So, but it was so good because the momentum just kept rolling. That 23-24 season, Olympic year season, was so good. And it sucks because I wish I had the YouTube at the time, and just, you know, I thought about it like after every meet when I got home, and I was just like, damn, I could keep releasing content. I could keep making videos because this is going so well. This is going exactly how I wanted it to go. And it was just like amazing during that time. But so shortly after, about mid-April, the meet before, or usually they fall on the same day, is Brian Clay in Mount Sac. And we love Mount Sac. We like kind of go on a deload and kind of peak for Mount Sac because always good wind, always good environment. I think it's one of the best tracks in the country, in my opinion. It's one of the best meets in the country, in my opinion. It's like a home track to us. So I opened up Brian Clay that year the week before, or 2 weeks before Mount Sac. And I just ran the 100. And I opened up and I ran 10:34, and I was not happy at all. I was kind of frustrated, but I knew there was a headwind. It was like a 1.4, 1.5, something like that. And I won the race, so I couldn't be like too mad, but I was upset because I was like, I just ran 20:40, 20:30. I just ran 10:12, and I just ran 10:3 low. So I was a little frustrated with myself, but it was a good meet. It was a good race. It was definitely a good meet prep to prepare for Mount Sac the next weekend. And, you know, it was nothing too crazy, but it was a good meet. And after that, I'm pretty sure the same week, so that Monday following the Brian Clay invite, Fred was like officially with JB before, Fred Curley, and he wanted us to get a session, me, Elias, and Fred, a session together before Mount Sac. And it was just a block speed day. And, you know, this is my first time meeting like a real professional athlete and like training with him, you know. And like, me and Fred are great friends now. He's an amazing guy. I like respect him so much in so many different ways. I've learned so much from him. And it's not even the fact that he taught me technique or taught me how to run. It's more like resilience. He's the most resilient man I've ever met in my entire life. Fred taught me more mental, you know, than physical. That, you know, I've never seen anyone in my entire life be so confident in what they do and how they do it. So, you know, shout out to Fred, man. Great guy, great teammate, great friend. So meeting him was hilarious. If you know Fred, you know Fred. Just a jokester the whole time. But that day was also like an awakening for me. I wanted to try so hard and I wanted to do so well. I'm like, oh, pro athlete. Like, now I'm training with a pro athlete because I wasn't pro yet. And this is like, during that time, like, I knew things were coming up. Things were changing. Things were just slowly coming into fruition. It was amazing. So that was like a great block session. And it was just getting us ready to just get ready for Mount Sac. So that's kind of like the whole purpose of that was, you know, he wanted us to be with Fred and, you know, be able to have a great practice before we lead up into Mount Sac so we have a good race. So Mount Sac comes, and I think Mount Sac was probably the best race I've ever had. And I will die on that hill. I will stand on that hill. It's the best race I've ever had. I just think from all the meets prior from that year, from, you know, Mesa, RCC, even Azusa, and then like going into Fred, because I really think that just helped my self-esteem, my morale. It's the little things that help. So Mount Sac, you know, we train in the hallway. It's me and Elias's thing. We train in the hallway. I don't want to be outside. We're by ourselves. That hallway's magic. I had a great warm-up And I remember doing the strides at the beginning of my warm-up, and I was like, oh my goodness, bro, like I'm moving right now. Like I can feel like how fast I am literally through the strides. And the hallway already makes you feel fast, but like there was something different about it that day. And like I remember it so perfectly, so vividly, and it was like the perfect warm-up, the perfect race, the best race I've ever had. So I get through the warm-up. I'm damn near almost late to the tent to get the walkouts before we get out to the track. And I just, you know, the environment, the day was nice, warm, wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. The sun was out, no clouds. I was in lane 2. I had great comp. I had Travis, lane 1. I had Purple Boonson, Thailand national leader. I had Kyrie King. I had what's his name, Suki from Japan. Brandon Foster. Like it was a great heat, like perfect heat. And you know, I just remember getting in there. I did my block start. The block start felt amazing. I did one, and I remember walking back, and the gun went off, and I just got out, and like I got to like the 45, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm winning. And it just like I could just feel it, you know. And I pulled my hamstring. I felt it like it was like a really, really, really tight cramp. That's what it felt like. And it went like I had about 15 meters left, and I just kept going because I knew that I was in the lead. And I ended up like kind of tripping, falling over, and the time ended up on the jumbotron, and it was 10:07, and just like I didn't even know what to do. Like I was just clapping because I was like, oh my gosh, I just ran 10:07. It was my first 10:0, and like there was like 20 to 15 meters where when I got hurt and I started slowing down, and in the video you could just see like everybody slowly starting to catch back up because I was slowing down. But I get done, right? Kyrie helps me up, you know, we dab it, whatever, you know, we talk, and I'm walking back. Elias came up, I'm on his shoulder, we're walking back, and I meet JB, and he's like pissed, so pissed. And he's like, Cooper, you know that was your 9. He's like, literally you ran 9 today. And my trainer Elva told me I ran 9. Everyone's like, you know, you literally ran 9. You ran 10:07 with a strained hamstring. I ended up getting the ultrasound right then and there, and then it started to bruise a couple days later. But like I ended up with like a grade 2 hamstring strain. But that day, like literally, I could feel it, and that's the day that changed everything for me. Like I literally since that day, that was like, I could run 9. I could run 10:0. I can really do this. Like, oh my goodness. So I just have that. I had that holdback of that hamstring strain, and like, part of me didn't even care because it just like I was so high on just like, oh my gosh. Like, I've been like, I always told myself I would cry if I ran 10:0, and I did it, and it was like amazing, and like I was just so shocked, and like then I was like, damn, I am pissed. Like I could have ran 9. I could have ran 9. That was my 9 day. So one of the best races I ever had, one of the best meets ever for me. It was just a great, perfect day all around. It was awesome. But, you know, the meet did come with a cost. The high went down, and then I'm upset because I'm like, damn, like my hamstring hurts. I can't practice. But, you know, JB's the best sprint coach in the world, so, you know, Elva's the best trainer in the world, so I had them back to back every day. He's giving me, you know, alternative workouts so what I could do with my hamstring, and Elva's taking care of my hamstring. I'm doing rehab, I'm doing strength training, I'm doing all this stuff to get back to where like I need to get back to. So about like a month goes by, and there was a meet I was supposed to run, but I didn't run it. I wanted more time. I wanted to be more prepared. I wanted to make sure I was healthy. But I was healthy right around somewhere in June, end of May, I believe. Fred ended up going to Oregon for a week to train. He didn't want to go by himself, so he took me with him, and we trained in Oregon together for about a week. JB was with USC as well, so we're kind of with USC, and but we're separate. I'm with Fred majority of the time that week. So we kind of just just do a regular practice, but it's my first practice back where like I'm sprinting strong. I'm really, really healthy again. I'm getting prepared for a meet at Notre Dame High School, which is one of the best sprint meets in California during the end of the year, where people want to qualify and hit times. Tyreek Hill just ran there this past year. It's a great meet. So I was just kind of prepping and getting ready for that meet. During that week, I was with Fred in Oregon. So I come back, and I don't even think I have a full week before I ran to Notre Dame. But, the week went well in Oregon. I feel good. I feel strong. It's supposed to be a fast meet. So, like, I feel really, really good. It was super hot out there. I get to the meet. I'm a little nervous. You always have that little nervous feeling after coming back from injury. Like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't hurt it and all that stuff. Like, you just need to see how well you move. But I moved so well in Oregon. And so, like, I was like, I'm prepped. I'm ready. Last time I trained with Fred, I ran 10:0. And I just trained with Fred for a whole week. So this should be good. I should have a good race. Like, it should be a good day. So then I get out there, and it's a prelim final. In the prelims, I tied my PR. So I ran 10:07 the prelim. And I was like, oh yeah, like this is it. Like, I'm about to run 9 again. Like, I'm gonna do it. So then, we have the intermission, a break comes. So then I come back. I'm a little sore, but like, I'm not like injured or I'm not hurt. I'm just sore. Then I'm waiting around for the final, and then I start to get like nervous. I'm like, I got so nervous because I'm like, I'm ready. I think I'm gonna run 9 right now. Everyone's DMing me because I just posted it. Sharks just posted on Instagram. And everyone's like, 9. You're gonna hit 9. You're gonna hit 9. This is where you run 9. So I'm like, oh my, like, holy shit. Like, I gotta run faster right now, right here, right now. So I'm in it. The gun goes off, and I run 10:01. And I'm like, damn. But like, it was a good race. I got pushed. It went well. Like, I executed everything I kind of needed to. I popped up a little early, but that's common for me. But I did it. I ran 10:01, and I was like, dude, that's like, it's not even that. It's so damn close. So I ran the 10:01, and it got like damn near almost went viral for a minute. Nothing like super crazy, but it went viral for a minute. And I was like top 10 in the US right after that meet. So I was like tied 9th, I believe. I got to auto qualify for the Olympic trials. I'm like, gosh, that's like 3 10-0s. That's 3 in a year. So I was like, this is crazy. I ran 10:0 more than I ran 10:1, and I ran anything else. And I was like, I'm so ready. I'm so prepared. Everything was just going so good. Like, it was just everything was just flowing, and just the momentum just kept going. And I'm just so grateful during that time. Grateful now, but I was just so grateful during that time. Like, just so extra thankful that everything was happening the way it needed to. Everything was just flowing perfectly. Like, the season I wanted, the times and the PRs, the peaks, like everything was just happening perfectly, during that time. And I was just ready. I was ready to go to Oregon. I was ready to compete. My first year, I was like in tears, and I kept telling myself I wasn't nervous, and deep down I was. But like, I'm like, it's not going to be like last year. I'm faster. I'm stronger. I'm not nervous anymore. I've been here. I've done it. So like, I'm top 10, I was like, there's like, I can hang with them. It doesn't, like, I'm not afraid. I'm not intimidated. It's just going to be a good year. And everything was just going perfect. That's just how I wanted the year to go, and it was going that way. And it was this is how I wanted it, So about a week, I don't even think it was a week. Like, this is what I mean when everything happens so fast. Right after I ran 10:01, everything just was like going nuts, like going crazy. So I ran the 10:01. A couple days later, I have a call from JB and the brand HiRacer. There's talks about signing and talks about they're a new brand coming to America. They want to rebrand. There's all this stuff going on, and it's like literally going wild. I'm getting texts, I'm getting pictures of shoes, I'm getting all this stuff happening to me like all at once. So literally shortly after, there's a reservation booked. I get a call. Me, JB, the marketing guy for HiRacer, we're all set to have a dinner. So I go to this dinner. We sit down. It's me, JB, and the guy, and his name is Lay. Awesome dude. Love him to death. I thank him a lot for a lot of things with HiRacer. But back to the story. So we're there. I got an iPad. They're popping out shoes, showing me shoes, what these shoes are meant for, the type of foam and the material these shoes are made with, that they're designed for sprinters and they're designed for running specifically, that this brand in China is been around for a long time, but they want to come to America because they want to rebrand and, you know, just become a better brand. And like, I'm looking at his iPad, I'm looking through these like these pamphlets, like PDFs, like looking at all the shoes, and like I didn't even know how to act. Like it was crazy. I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh, like this is really happening right now. Like my life's like changing, literally just like literally not even days. Like it's just rapidly changing. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, like this is insane. Dinner goes well. Still in talks, no contract, no nothing yet. But JB's like, we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. So I'm like, okay. Package sent to my house, huge package, just full of shoes. Through like I got backpacks, shoes, jerseys, socks, just everything. And this was kind of just like the beginning, like gift to me, being like, hey, we want you, we want to sign you, we want you to test these products, let us know how you like them, blah 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 blah. And like it was insane. So I got all that stuff, I'm wearing it, I'm testing it, I'm doing everything they asked. And then I think 3 days, it's like mid-June, and it lands on the day, and it was like the greatest day of my life. And I know to like a lot of other people, you know, like they get these things in college, they get these things in high school now, kids are running fast. But like for me, who left high school with like a 10-9, 11-0, I didn't get any offers. You know, I just kept going, kept running. It took me to like 24 or 25 turning 26 actually, to even be considered elite. And like I look back and I can honestly, I could tear up just thinking about it, because literally just everything I worked for, I got hurt for, I lost relationships over, I prayed for, I cried for, I talked to my parents, like, you know, it's just everything that I could have asked for. I'm at work and I get a text and I open up my phone and I get a message sent to me by my agent, and it's this form to fill out, and she goes, congratulations, you are officially a pro. And it's for me to sign, for her to become my agent. And literally, like, I just ended up like bursting in tears. I had to like walk away from like where I was at, and like I called my parents, I put them in a group call, and I just told them that like I did it. And I was just so like thankful, you know, like there was times I literally didn't even know this was gonna happen to me. You know, I wasn't fast out of high school. I didn't have all these things. Some people just know it's gonna happen. And like, I love my story. I love the way this happened. And like, it was just like amazing in every single way. I called my parents. I called every coach I've ever had, and I just told them, and I just thanked everybody, you know, for helping me, teaching me, coaching me. I would have never even got to this position if it wasn't for every single coach, every single friend, every single family member that's just, you know, supported me. And, you know, it was just so surreal. I didn't even know like what to think. Like, it just happened. This is over a text. Like, wasn't in person, wasn't anything. I just saw the text. I read it. I filled it out immediately, and I was just in tears. So awesome feeling, amazing. It was just amazing. It was just I have no words for it, you know. after somebody who's been worked so hard, and just everything I could have asked for just happened. Like, it was just no words. So after all that happened, I had about a week or two to be able to prep and get ready for Oregon for the Olympic trials in 2024. Like, I never felt more prepared and more ready in my entire life. I'm going into it. I had an amazing season. I just signed to an agent, and I'm going to the trials, and I'm like, all right, here we go. Like, I'm getting talks from HiRacer. I'm getting talks from my agent. My agent's telling me that I'm gonna sign a deal. I just need to make finals, but you know, there's still talks with HiRacer, so all these things are going on right now. But I'm like, all right, my goal is to make the US team. I want to go to Paris, and I need to make the final. So everything's good. I get there. It's normal. It's way more hype than the year prior. Like, the Olympic trials was amazing time, an amazing feeling. The atmosphere was different. The people were different. The intensity was different. So it was just, you know, it was just a great time. You know, I couldn't get mad. So first day I compete. I'm lined up next to Christian Coleman, I believe. I'm in lane 6, 5, one of those. And it was just like the year prior. So I had Christian Coleman. We're like the first, second heat, and it's me and him next to each other 2 years in a row. So I'm like, all right, man, I just got to get out, and I just need to make the semis. So I get out, the gun goes off, and I'm running, and I'm pretty sure I got second in my heat. I think there's 2 people that scratched out, but I ran 10:14 first heat, and I just, you know, I didn't get out the way I wanted. I was kind of rushing myself. I popped up kind of early, and you know, but I mean, I made it semis, so we survived the day 2. I want to talk about everything, but at the same time, like, I'm gonna make it long story short because I don't want to make this video too long. But day 2 comes around, semis. I got Fred Curley in my heat. So Fred's in my heat. I'm next to Fred, and I trained with this dude damn near every day after I got signed at SC. Also, going back, that's when I started training SCs after I signed. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be awesome. I'm familiar with Fred. I know how Fred functions. If I just stay with Fred and I just follow up and I just run my own race and I'm just right there next to him, I can make it to finals. This is it. I'm like, I'm going to finals. So we walk out, go through the tunnel, we get out there. I'm in the lane. Do the names, announcements, gun goes off, and I kid you not, I tripped on like my second step, I think, second or third step. And I'm not here to make excuses, but I did. I'll put the video up. I got out so good though. It was a great get out. I kind of stumbled a little bit, and I was getting out and I was with everybody, but that misstep just kind of, I lost my momentum, and I felt like my hips were like hinged. I wasn't up tall, and I didn't feel like I needed to be where I wanted to be at in the race. And like, shit happens, you know. I ran 10:08 and I didn't make it to finals. But, you know, it sucked. I wasn't as hurt as I was the year prior. I think just because the signing and everything that was happening going on, I couldn't be upset with myself. I had a great season. It was a tough year. 997 to even make it to finals that year. So, you know, applause for myself. And I just, you know, I was just like, you know what? I have next year. Next year's going to be a great year. And that was kind of how that year ended. For the season anyway. And I just how it happened. Then about 2 weeks after Olympic trials, I was just kind of waiting. Me and JB talked damn near every day after that. We're just kind of just chilling, waiting. I'm just working. Just kind of went back to my normal life, just kind of relaxing. It's off season now. I'm just trying to just take care of myself. And I get a call from my agent, and I get a e-sign, and I signed a HiRacer right then and there at work again. I signed the HiRacer, and like, it was crazy. Like, I didn't even know what to think during that time. I know I keep saying that, like, speechless. It's crazy, all that stuff, but it's literally just how everything just happened. It just happens just like that, and just everything just kept rolling over. And 2024 was just, you know, one of the best years of my life, and I'm thankful every single day for it. And it changed my life completely. It changed my aspect of the sport. It changed the way I see myself, how I see others. You know, it changed a lot. So I signed, and I was just extremely grateful and blessed, and all I could think about was getting ready for next year. Now it's time to talk about the 2024-2025 season. For the people who know and the people who don't know, it was just a very mentally hard season for me. Not that much happened that season. Not too many good things happened this past season. It was just a roller coaster of emotions, and things happening, and, you know, things that I didn't want to happen, obviously, but, you know, shit happens. So pretty much I probably took 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks off, maybe. I want to say close to like 3.5, 4. I can't completely remember. I never stopped lifting in the off season. I always lift. I kind of feel like that's just kind of how I function better as a track athlete. Like, I just stay lifting, but in the off season I never run. I just lift. I don't touch a track. I don't touch running shoes. Wear slides all day, and I don't do a damn thing but lift. And it doesn't mean I'm lifting heavy. I'm just lifting, you know. I start training again on my own for probably about a month and a half, just early, because I'm so excited for the next season. I'm like, I got the packages, I got the uniform, I gotta create my own custom uniform. It was awesome. HiRacer gave me so much freedom and flexibility and just different things I could do. I got my own merch, like I got my own signature on stuff. They gave me a custom track spike, which is like a huge deal. Like, it was just so much stuff happening. So like, I'd never been so excited for a track season, and I just wanted to be perfect, and I think that's what I was kind of focusing on. I just like, this is gonna be my best season. I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm wearing a uniform. I'm representing somebody now. I'm getting all this cool stuff. Like, it was absolutely insane. Like, I'm getting boxes like once a month of just shoes, shirts, sweaters, hoodies, jerseys, shorts, spandex, like everything you could think of. Like, it was insane, and I'm getting this stuff, and I'm just prepared and ready to go for the season. But I'm not sure if I jinxed myself. It's stupid to think about, but the only thing I kept having thoughts in my head is that, not like I was nervous, but I like didn't want to let anybody down. I was thankful for JB. I was thankful for my agent, and just so thankful for HiRacer. And now that I'm representing somebody and I'm wearing the uniform, I kept telling myself, like, I can't have a bad season. Like, I can't have a bad season. Like, what if I have a bad season? Like, I don't want to have a bad season representing somebody, or you know, doing these things and racing. And it probably wasn't like healthy or a good way, because I was doing it a lot, but like, I was just wanting to do so well that season because I didn't want to let anybody down. I'm like a perfectionist, and I just want to do well, and I want to do good, and like, this is one way for me to get my name out there. I just ran 4 10-0s, and I'm prepared to go out there and finally run 9, and then I have my first indoor season that year, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is it. I'm gonna run 6:55 and under. Like, that's my goal. and it's just gonna be like a good year overall. And I just kept having that flaw in the back of my head, and like I wasn't like eating me away, but like it was definitely something I thought about too frequently. So like training that year, I was gonna run 9. There's no doubt in my mind that I was gonna run 9. I was having perfect practices. I was hitting times that I've never hit before. I was running 14.9 150s. I was running like 11.5 120s. I'm hitting marks. I'm stronger. I feel good. And like everything was literally going the way it was supposed to, just like the year prior. And I was like, oh my gosh, JB's telling me these things, like you just, like if you do well enough, you're gonna go here, you're gonna do this. I still had my passport, so I was ready to travel and do more things. And you know, world relays and like USA wanted me for certain things, and like all I had to do was just compete and do what I do best, and you know, do what needed to be done. And the year since January just slowly just started to crumble. It was just kind of one thing after another, and I was just, you know, distraught, shocked kind of. And I only say January because fall was amazing. I had a great fall, great practice. I trained early, and I don't know if that was a fault, but I don't really think it was. I'm not going to make an excuse for that, but January just came, and it was my first indoor meet ever. I've never ran indoor. JUCO didn't do indoor. Cal State Fullerton didn't have an indoor team to the year I left. So like I've never done indoor before. So my first indoor meet, and it was at Spokane at the podium. And it's stupid, but I ended up getting nerve palsy and grade 1 ice burn from taking an ice bath too long. That's on me. I like woke up the next morning and my legs were still numb and frozen. Like they were cold the entire night. And in the morning, I'm like doing the warm up and I can't even like get warm. I was like cold, and like not even trying to make an excuse. Like it was crazy. I told JB and I was like, there's something wrong, but I wasn't not going to go out there and run, you know, especially for my first indoor meet. So I ran prelim 6:58 and then final I ran 6:57. And I mean, ultimately that's great, but I couldn't get out. My start was so slow on both, and it was just crazy to think about, like, what if I didn't have that? You know, it was gonna be a fast race. Like I was flying, you know. So I froze myself, so that sucked. It put me out for about a month and a half, where I just, the doctors and my trainer was like, you shouldn't do anything. Like stay very limited. I think I was like stuck on a bike in a pool because like I didn't want to get more nerve damage. I was doing red light therapy damn near every day. So just after that, I was just kind of hurt because I just couldn't practice, and obviously that always sucks, but we're doing well. I'm making progress. I finally come back and I'm having great sessions again. I'm having great training. I'm still strong. I'm still kind of feeling where I left off, and you know, not too many things are, you know, happening, and I'm just doing what I need to do. And then we didn't want to open up in the 100 till Mount Sac that year, but JB had a talk. I'm not gonna say too much about whatever, but pretty much they needed me to run the 100 early because I needed to drop a time to show USATF or Team USA like what I could do, because I'm still kind of new to everything. So we choose Ben Brown, my alumni, my alma mater, and I'm supposed to just run the 100. I'm like, I'm just gonna break the stadium record, the meet record, and I'm just gonna go out there. You know, I was so excited. I felt so good. I'm running crazy fly-in times and stuff prior. And like it was like we'd done photo shoots with HiRacer before that. Like it was just a great lead up too. Again, I don't really want to make excuses. This meet really changed a lot for me, but they moved the meet early or whatever. The race got put 15 minutes early, so I missed a good portion of my warm-up. I didn't have blocks set. I wasn't even in fully uniform. But again, I'm not going to make too many excuses. Like, who knows what really played a factor in what's what. But I got out, and I tore my hamstring about like 45 meters in. I got out of my dry phase. It was an amazing dry phase. I actually had one this time because that's what I was working on a lot that whole previous for a long time, and it just popped. It just blew on me, and I just felt this huge tear. Like I felt it hurt so bad, and I just kind of just stopped, and I was just it was so bad. And I just kind of stopped mid-race and kind of just sat there because I knew it was bad. Like, I felt it, and I'm trying to tell other people. Like, Elias and Kevin had to come help me off the track and stuff, and they're saying these things. And like, I was trying to walk, like, just trying to look not hurt, look tough, and just walk to the tent. But I was in tears. One, because I was supposed to show Team USA. Two, I wasn't even really supposed to run. Three, I knew I was going to be out for a while because I knew this one was bad. So, everything happens for a reason. It was just a long season overall. That tear took me out for about 5.5 months, which was the whole season. And I kept trying to come back. I saw different doctors. I saw different people. I tried to get every information I could. I had people telling me that I needed surgery. I had people telling me I didn't need surgery. I had people telling me, I got 2 MRIs done. It was crazy. It just changed kind of everything last year, and it was like everything I was afraid of. So I didn't even know how to act. I was just so mentally drained from just thinking about, I need to come back. I need to still work out. I need to do these things to be able to come back and go to nationals. And I still need to run a time. I can still drop a time. But there wasn't any workouts I was really doing because it was just nagging. It was just hurt for so long. And it was that bicep femoris connected to my glute, that tendon. And it was a 3-inch tear. And it was about damn near almost another inch where it would have came off the bone. So, I missed the whole season. Pretty much. Everyone just kept telling me it was early, and they told me it was early in March. They told me it was early in May. They told me it was early in June, and then July, and then it just slowly started coming to nationals. But, I'm just from that experience overall, it made me very humble. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm not mad anymore about what happened. It was just meant to happen, and I can't be too mad at myself. It's part of the sport. It's what you got to deal with. And I ended up doing pretty decent, kind of. I ended up finally coming back 5.5 months later. July, I ran a meet. Thank goodness the season was it was the longest season of my life. They had nationals August 1st, which is a month, damn near a month and a half early. So I got hurt, but then I had the time to come back, but the injury was so bad it took me forever to come back anyway. But I ended up running prelim as Cerritos 10:19. And then I ran 10:33, and it was a headwind. Very upset with myself. Just wasn't happy. It just wasn't what I wanted. But I was just blessed and happy that I wasn't hurt, and just thankful that I was able to run again. I just didn't have any race reps, and I didn't have the confidence I think that I usually have. I was just scared the whole time, and I just felt it nagging. Even though I was healthy and sprinting, I just kept feeling it nag, and it just never went away. But then I put a ton of stress on myself because I was I have to run this, because what if I don't get a fast enough qualifying time for nationals? And I just want to go to nationals because, one, it's fun. Two, it gets eyes on you. 3, it's just what I should be doing as a pro athlete. Like, I need to be able to do this. And obviously I didn't hit the time because 10:33 doesn't even cut it anymore. And 10:19 I don't think was even going to cut it either because everyone just keeps getting faster. And time goes around and I only have like 2.5 weeks till nationals. And luckily my 10:14 that I ran prelim at Olympic trials was like days before the cutoff for like to be able to enter a time. So I entered that time and I ended up getting in by like a hair. I ended up getting in, I think, by like, I was second to last seed. And you know, I was just happy to be there. I was just so happy to be able to get in and compete and just go there. And just like, I was like, okay, I got a little bit more time. I got accepted in, and I was like, we just got to be able to do what we need to do and do my best. I was feeling a little bit better, but it was, the nagging never went away. And I was like, no, we're here. I'm going to make the best of the moment, and I'm going to wear this uniform, and I'm going to represent HiRacer, and I'm just going to try to make the team. I'm going to go out there and do my best. So I got out there, prelim. I ran, I want to say 10:22. I had a great start, and I think my start was so good that year, or this previous year, just because all the workouts I had done was just so block strength focused, and I was just so explosive, and I wanted to really focus last year on my start anyway. So I wanted to make it habit, and it was. My dry phase was long. It was good. It was where it needed to be at, and I got out, and both races, prelim and final, man, I got the hell out. I was out, and I got to like 55, 60 maybe, and I just slowly started to die out. And I just didn't have the strength. I just didn't have the speed endurance I missed for 5.5 months. And I just kept falling apart every race. I like kind of tweaked my groin in the prelim, and my hamstring was kind of nagging, but like I was okay. And I was just like, damn, like I'm good though. I was like, you know what, this isn't bad. Like if I just get, you know, if I just finish strong, then I can definitely make it to like finals. I was like, this is good, because I think I also got, I actually don't remember what I placed in the prelim, but I made it to semis. So next day comes around, and get ready for semis, and I have a pretty good heat, and I'm with my training partner Max Thomas from SC. He just signed, and I'm the last seed in, so I'm lane 9, or second to last seed in. I'm lane 9, and I'm like, okay, I just got to get out. If I get out again, just keep strong, hold strong, then we're good. And so there was a false start, or a mishap. Something happened. We got called back, but actually wasn't ready that first one, so it was good for me. Getting the blocks, gun goes off, and my start is perfect. I get out, I'm right there. I'm like winning, if not like second, right there with Courtney Lindsay, and I'm running, and I'm getting out hard, and I come up, and I'm going, and then I get to the 60 again, and I just start falling back, and I lose my posture, and it just wasn't it. And then I ended up straining my hamstring again, and I fell at like the finish line, and the camera didn't even get it because I'm like in lane 9. So I fell. I strained my hamstring like at 80, and I just kept running because I'm like, well, I'm here, and this isn't, you know, my first rodeo. So it got strained, and it wasn't the same spot. Luckily, the spot up high where my glute was, it was fine. It was a different spot, and that's kind of how I finished out the season last year. So, you know, sucks, but so, you know, it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. I was just blessed to wear a uniform, blessed to be there when I wasn't supposed to. I was never even supposed to be at trials last year, but I did. I made it, and I did good. I made the semis. I just think I'm a firm believer of everything happens for a reason, and I got to focus on my start a little bit, and got to see how well my start is, and I could just hang with everybody still, and when I'm healthy I could just focus on, you know, what I need to focus, and you know, just do what I do, you know. So, you know, maybe it just wasn't my time. Maybe Team USA didn't need me yet. So you know, I'm blessed for what happened last season, and it humbled me and changed my perspective of a lot of things. I think it helped me grow mentally and helped me grow within the sport. You know, it happens to everybody, and just unluckily happened to me, but like, I'm not gonna take it as a negative and, you know, hold on to it. It's a new year, it's a new season, and, you know, I'm extremely happy for how things are going, and we're just gonna focus on the bigger picture. So now to the main part of the video, the actual thumbnail, the reason, you know, I wanted to come back to YouTube and just bring this kind of into light and just kind of explain to people who don't really know, like, the whole main purpose of this. But like, so we finished out last season, and obviously it didn't go the way we wanted, but HiRacer is moving up. So HiRacer is doing very well. After trials, obviously it's Worlds, and HiRacer ended up signing a couple Middle Eastern teams, but probably the biggest one they signed was Nigeria. And it was really good for them because they got the publicity they wanted. They got, you know, the attention, the eyes, and like, some of it wasn't really even too good of attention. There was like a whole, it was all over Twitter. There was like a whole HiRacer controversy with like their kits for Nigeria and just some of the other countries. And just knowing from me that I was kind of there from the beginning, that, you know, I knew what HiRacer was, and I know what they were doing, and I know how they were hard. They try, and they just want to be big, just like everybody else. And they are the coolest, most helpful people, you know, with me during my you know, season with them. They did, like, they were just amazing people overall. But I know people weren't too upset with their kits. I mean, too happy with their kits, and they're just new to the game. You know, they're a new brand, they're new to the game, and there's just stuff they just need to learn, I think. And, you know, I think it was kind of a big eye opener. But, you know, for a brand who's brand new and first Worlds, and they get like a gold medal for Nigeria for, I think, the women's hurdles, you know, like, it was huge for them. They're moving up, they're doing great things, and, you know, and like, you're watching it happen. But the main point is that, so that's important, but pretty much my contract ended in August. Worlds is up September. August 1st, 2nd, or 3rd is when nationals ended. So then the second week of August comes around, and my contract is done. It's expired. It's over. I just signed a 1 year. And, you know, me and my agent are now talking to HiRacer about a potential next contract. And, you know, again, they're new to the process. They're new to the game. I think they're still trying to get, like, some things together. And it's not a bad thing. I'm not mad. I'm not angry at anything. But they sent a proposal, and they did want to sign me again. So I did have a proposal sent to me in my agent, and my agent looked through it. I actually didn't even get to see it, but sent it. She called me, and she just kind of told me that it just wasn't what we were looking for. And she sent her proposal back, and we never really got, like, the response we wanted. It just wasn't what we wanted either. So ultimately we just kind of went our separate ways, and that's kind of just how the contract just ended up happening. So as of now, I do not have a brand or a sponsorship. I'm not signed by anyone but my agent. Does that leave me as a pro still? Yes. it's nothing but thanks to HiRacer. It, that's everything I ever wanted. They did so much for me, and they blessed me with so many things, and it was like an amazing experience to just be able to have that sponsorship and brand, and like be able to feel like, that track athlete with, a sponsorship, and, all the shoes and the gear and everything. So no hate, all love, always. They've helped me through so much. We still keep in contact. There's talks and stuff, and my boy Lay for, setting everything up in the first place and being able to like help me through this whole process, and my agent helping me through this whole process, and just looking out for me, and just, doing what's best for me, and, keeping me, where I need to be at. So, as of now, there's still talks of other brands. I'm not going to say which ones, but there's like 2 that my coach wants, my agent wants. So, it's just how business is. Business is business, and it's just the way the world works. And I didn't show out last year the way I was supposed to, and I needed to show out and, prove to them that I'm a 9-9 guy, and that I can make the team, and that I should be sponsored. So, HiRacer, we were supposed to move up together, and we just didn't. I got left behind because of my injury. Did I not get re-signed because of my injury? No, that is not the reason why I did not get re-signed. We just went our separate ways, and, I just didn't move up the ladder with them how I was supposed to. And, it kind of hurts a little bit, stings a little bit, but, I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm ready for this next season. And like, if I could get a contract, I could do it again. And I'm not worried about it. My mind is clear. My mind is fresh. I don't have that thing in the back of my mind that I'm running for someone. I'm back to that 2024 season that I'm running for myself. I'm running, like, I'm just going to do me, I'm going back to my old uniform. There's like, I'm excited to be able to do what like I did previous, I'm like, it's just a lot of good things. And like, I'm excited because I know I can get a contract again. I know I'm going to run 90. So like, it's good. It's all good. Everything's good. Everything's happening the way it's supposed to. Just humbled and blessed to be able to even have the experience I had overall. It's been great. This has been a long video. But it's just the way the world works. And I'm hoping to get a bigger contract, for the next one, because I'm going to run faster times. I just want to thank HiRacer so much for, just giving this kid a chance, wearing their stuff now. It's like, they gave me a ton of merch. So like, I just never not going to represent, never not going to wear it. They were the first people to ever believe in me. So like, I'm just extremely thankful for everything they've done. So, get it to the end of the video. I just want to say thank you if you watched this far. I know it's like, this is a long video, but I just really wanted to talk about everything and, get everything off my chest and kind of explain to everybody last season, this season, and what's been happening. And, we just started practice about 2-3 weeks ago, and, we're on that base cycle, and, I'm feeling great, feeling good. I'm taking care of myself, and, I want to release videos, frequently of just practices and stuff. And I want to kind of do this more often and, show this journey, because last time I did this, I made it and I signed and did all this stuff, and I want to be able to do it and share it with you guys at the same time. So, I also want to do giveaways. I have so much HiRacer stuff, like shoes, hoodies, clothes, slides. So there's just so much stuff that I can even do with this. So like, I just want to be able to do a giveaway soon. So make sure you guys follow, like, subscribe, and we could get some giveaways going. And yeah, so thank you again if you watched this far. I'm excited for this next season. Excited to share it with you guys, and you guys be able to see what I'm doing, and hopefully we can do this together. So run fast, big contracts, that's the goal. Make the team, run indoor, run outdoor, just do what I need to do. We're back to it. So thank you again. Follow, like, subscribe. Yeah, so peace. Hey guys, quick note. I just wanted to put this in the video real quick. I totally forgot because of everything that we was talking about. But if there's any athlete out there that's in Southern California, Orange County specifically, in the Westminster area, DM me, follow me, or follow House of Power on Instagram. Westminster House Power Gym. I'm the speed coach there. I'm also the strength and conditioning, one of the strength and conditioning coaches there. It's literally one of the best gyms. If you want quality, good strength, good coaching, literally go to the gym. They have everything you need. The smartest people I know helped me with my injury. We even got trainers on site, and we got cryo chamber, sauna, cold plunge. We got all the things, cupping, whatever you need to be a successful athlete, it's there. So if you're in the Southern California, Orange County area, and you're looking for speed training, DM me, follow me on Instagram, whatever you need, just let me know. I just got into coaching not too long ago, and I just want to be able to give back my knowledge and help athletes, just get faster. So, yeah. So, literally amazing place, but that's all I wanted to say and want to get that out there. So if you're looking for coaching in any sort, you know what to do. Thanks.